Boy, it is Saturday. 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 And we're here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Raphael. Good morning. Let me do my due diligence and put a quick Shondo in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Alonza. How are you? Glad to have you here. Shondo to you. Good morning. Hey, surprise around the corner. Y'all, you say y'all love me there in Harlem. All right, surprise around the corner. I come up to New York quite often, and I got a friend, my moderator, Ty, he stays in the Bronx, and I usually stay at Ty's house when I go to New York. So when I go to New York again, I'll let you know. Surprise around the corner, we might get up. Hey, Dami. Hey, Patty Duke. Hey, Jada. Shondo to everybody as you come into the chat. Thank y'all for coming through. I got your email, Jada. We'll talk about it. We'll talk. You know what email I'm talking about. Yeah, I got to call you about that, Jada, but we'll talk. No problem. Yeah, because yeah, we'll talk, Jada. Don't worry. I'll call you. Mm. Whew. Anyway, what's going on, y'all? We are here this morning for another silly Saturday morning. Just silly Saturday morning. We are here. Oh, this coffee seems extra good this morning. Extra good. Y'all, it's been a long week. It was the birthday week. We are still in birthday mode. I have gotten if I literally got if I got 12 hours of sleep for the entirety of this whole week, if I say I got that much, I would be lying because I know I didn't get 12 hours of sleep between Monday and today. There was no sleep had. You say come for Pride in June? I might, surprise around the corner. I came 1 year for Brooklyn Pride, which I think is in August. 1 year I came for Brooklyn Pride, which is in August. 1 year I came in either late July or early August, where they have that big sex party and beach gathering out in New Jersey. Um yeah, all of that good stuff. What's up, Miss D Jackson? Hey, Nicole Stevens, Shondo to y'all as you come in. What's up, y'all? We're having a great time today. It is 2020. This is our first silly Saturday of the new year. And we are here for all of it, y'all. We are here for all of the zaniness, all of the tomfoolery, everything, everything. But yeah, we're gonna talk about what we're doing in 2020 and yeah, some things we're leaving in 2019. So yeah, what's on y'all mind before I get started with my whole agenda? What's on y'all mind? Hey, Simply B, what's good, boo? Happy New Year, my love. Happy New Year to everyone, and good morning. Now, this is my last day of Happy New Year. After today, there's no more Happy New Year. That's one of my pet peeves is the people who is January 28th and you still telling me Happy New Year. We're not doing that. After today, January 4th, we're done with the Happy New Year. If I ain't said Happy New Year to you, hey, how you doing? Hey, LaGail. And that's another thing that I don't do. Now, this is, and people get mad at me, but this is one of my things. I do on January 1st, which is my birthday. I make it a habit. I do not tell people Happy New Year on my birthday. I don't start saying Happy New Year. Thank you so much, Patty Duke, for the super chat. Where's your virtual blowjob? Thank you for the birthday wishes. That it means a lot, Patty Duke. It really does. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hey Shakira, Shondo to you. And everybody put a big Shondo in the chat for Patty Duke and her super chat. Thank you, my love. Um, so I don't on my birthday, I really don't make it a practice to say happy birthday. Not happy birthday, Lord. Happy New Year, because I'm celebrating my birthday and I'm usually enthralled in birthday wishes. So because I have all of that going on, people will say, Happy New Year's. And when I was younger, you know what my response would be on my birthday? My response would always be Happy E's birthday. Happy E's birthday to you as well. So I was a mess when I was young. Couple things that are on my agenda for today. Let me look. I have to look at my agenda because yeah. So where's my agenda? Y'all know I'm always not ready. So we have a story that we are certainly going to one of our news articles, and that's going to segue into one of the new segments in our on the channel. Um, we're going to talk about Octavia Spencer's new role. Most of you all probably saw it. I think the trailer came out yesterday for a movie that she has coming on Netflix, and that's going to be great. So we'll talk about that. Where she's going to be playing Madam C.J. Walker. I'm looking forward to that. And then we're going to have a petty moment or two. Because somebody told me this morning that I'm one of the pettiest people that I know. And so we're going to all unpack all of our individualized supreme levels of petty. Things that we have done in the past that are extreme. It's the I'm so petty of Silly Saturday. Okay. Hashtag I'm so petty. Okay. Hashtag I'm so petty. And the so has to be in all caps because you are so petty. Hashtag I'm so petty. So we all are going to at some point unpack moments in our life. Well, we have been so petty, and we'll get there later on. But yes, we are so like I would like to think, and all of us would like to think that we aren't petty. But if we really go back and think about some of the things that we've done in our lives, child, we are so petty. Hashtag I'm so petty. I'm so petty. I'm so petty. Petty. Let me say hey to everybody who done came in the chat. Hey, CC, what's going on, my boo? Shondo to you. Shondo to Captivated Christian, everybody. Hey, Miss D Jack, Captivating Christian and Jaded Nerd, who came in. Yeah, I'm so petty. I'm so petty. Petty. So y'all, I have been, because it's been a birthday week, I've been off the grid. So I'm not bringing you any news from the YouTube streets. We're just not in 2020. We left that in 2019. And in 2020, we are moving on. And we won't be focusing in on the YouTube streets. We will be doing our thing over here in our own corner like we always have. And now, don't get it twisted, Somebody sent for me. I might have to, answer the call, but that'll be very few and far between. I mean, and most people who know me, especially the children know me. It takes a lot for me to say, "Oh, child, it's time for me to answer this call." Hey, boo. Hey, chocolate babe. Shondo to you, but it takes a lot for me to, because I'd be like, a lot of times when people come for me, I will go and see what they said, and I will say to myself, "Is this worth me? Is this worth me really, going there with them?" Because I don't know that they are at my level, so I don't want to be accused of bullying. So yeah, you need some Shondo, child. Did you just get back to DC? And did you just leave Miami? Listen, you can go to Miami and turn on any of the apps and have pages and pages and pages of people to get Shondo from. You didn't hit me up with a text so I could send you the information for the party that you could have went to and got all the Shondo that you needed. But that's a whole nother story. But you back in DC, and I'm sure there's quite a bit in DC as well. Anyway, so in over here on elteddy27's channel, yeah, you will not find discreet news here because we're not a street type person. We don't hang in the streets. We people who hang in the streets all the time don't own their own homes. Anyway, hey, dark and lovely film. Thank you for the birthday wishes, my love. Thank you for the birthday wishes. So we're gonna focus on us and what we do over here. We got a lot of things coming up. I am slated for Sexy Sunday. I am slated tomorrow, y'all, to do the Shondo edition. I gotta get prepared for that because, yeah, that would not be for the faint of heart. The Shondo edition of Sexy Sundays. Whew, and that will be from Twitter. And y'all know how Twitter gets down. You see everything. So, yeah, Sexy Sundays tomorrow is going to be the Shondo edition. And if you want Shondo, and more unfiltered, unadulterated, unabridged Shondo, Sexy Sundays tomorrow is going to be the episode where, ooh, it's gonna go down. You do not want to miss it. What was I about to say? Hey, Florabelle. Hey, my love. I think I said hey to you, Simply B. If I didn't, hey, my love. Hey, Candy Cane, how are you? I tell you all the time, Candy Cane, I love that name. The noob in me loves that name. I have a couple stories. Well, let me introduce you to a new segment that will be coming. I think I will be ready. I'm still in the editing room with it and everything. So I know I won't be ready probably until next weekend to unsheath it. But I'm going to be having a story called, I'm not a story, a segment called State That State. State That State, where we kind of do a little bit of what we do here on Saturdays. Y'all know on Saturdays, I'm good for bringing y'all just a story from out of left field on that I seen across the internet, and we will read the story and we will unpack said story and we will give wonderful commentary on said story, and we'll have a good laugh, a joke or two, and at just the things that happen across the fruited plains. And so I'll give you a story or two, and then we'll talk about it, and then you'll have to state that state, meaning what state is this from? Now, I don't want y'all to think that all of them come from my home state, the great state of Florida, even though unfortunately the media always seems to give you so many horrible things from the state of Florida, we're really not that bad. Maybe are, maybe a little. All right, so I'm gonna read this headline for y'all, and I want y'all to just grapple with, because sometimes the headline or the title of the article is even better than the story itself. This says, brace yourselves. I remember I said brace yourselves. Okay, brace yourselves. Oh God, I'll call you back. Matter of fact, let me put my phone on do not disturb. I'll call her back because she's gonna aggravate my soul till I answer. Hey Abby, hey my love, hey boo. Shondo to Abby. It says mother faces 7 years in prison for injecting feces into her son's IV. Let you ponder on that. I'll read that for you again. Yeah, Florabelle. I'll read that for you again. Mother faces 7 years in prison for injecting feces into her son's IV. I mean, a little shot of urine didn't want any parts of that just to help it slide down the IV easier. Urine didn't want no parts of that. If that's what we're doing? I mean, if that's what we're doing. Hey, really, B. Hey, my boo. These are the kinds of stories that my new segment will bring. So, right, only 7, Patty. Let me read the article, okay? And then we will I'll let you all guess what state, okay? Tiffany Alberts will also serve 5 years of probation after her time in jail, CNN reports. Alberts was convicted of 6 counts of aggravated battery and 1 count of neglect during her trial in September. She wasn't found guilty of an attempted murder charge, according to the courts. The mother was arrested and charged in 2016 after she used a syringe to introduce feces into her 15-year-old son's IV while he was going through cancer treatments at a hospital in blank city. I can't tell you the city because then you'll know the state. Her actions deliberately placed him, quote, in a situation that endangered the dependent's life or health, end quote. You think? According to court docs. Alberts said she injected the syringe because she wanted her son to move from the ICU to another unit at the hospital where she thought, quote, the treatment was better, end quote, per court docs. Her son had been undergoing leukemia treatment since August 2016 at the hospital. He was released and then returned a few days later in September 2016 with a fever, vomiting, and diarrhea, according to reports. Blood tests showed that the boy had picked up organisms usually found in feces, which led to a bacterial infection and sepsis. The doctor couldn't explain how that happened, presuming that someone may have tainted the boy's IV lines. The hospital staff set up a video surveillance system. They eventually saw the mother inject a substance into his central line. Authorities said Alberts first told them she was inserting water to flush it, to quote, flush it as the medicine that was given to him burned. How, end quote. However, she later conceded that she'd injected her son's fecal matter, which she stored in a gift bag on the bathroom sink in his room. You can't make this up. It's, mm. Hold on. But there are so many parts of this story. Child, what a gift bag. Wait a minute. So she was keeping a gift bag, apparently on the bathroom sink in his room, that was set there to store his fecal matter. Before we even get to the injecting of said fecal matter, why are you collecting your son's fecal matter? And how is this collection process taking place? Like when he goes, do you say don't flush the toilet, okay? Because I got some things to do with this feces over here, with the poo, Shouts out to my love and hip hop Atlanta reviews with poo. I mean, are you saying, okay, I need that Duke over there. I need the Duke. Don't flush because I am saving this Duke for a reason. Okay, first of all, I mean, you said she probably got it from the bedpan. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, if he was released from the hospital, but then went back, but if he was released, I'm thinking that he probably wasn't that sick to where he couldn't get up and go use the restroom. You know what I'm saying? And push one out and grow a tail. You know what I'm saying? I'm figuring that he was well enough if they were sending him home. I know ICU is intensive care unit, but I'm figuring he probably was well enough to go to the restroom and grow a tail. Okay. So, but anyway, however she was collecting said fecal matter. Hey, Cassandra's life in Albuquerque. I love that name. Okay, so if you are storing fecal matter in the gift bag, nobody is smelling this because fecal feces. I'm thinking that in order to store fecal matter for the purposes of injecting, because we are really breaking down this whole Duke Gate story. That's what we'll call it. Duke Gate. It's really not a gate, it's just a Dookie story. Dookie, the Duke. Anyway, I'm figuring that this is pretty fresh because you want it to be kind of, soft to where you can pull it into the syringe. I mean, you got to get it inside of the syringe first in order to have it so that you can inject it into the IV tubing. It's not the hard kind, it's gotta be soft and I mean, I'm not well versed on the subject of fecal matter. I mean, this isn't the Wiley show or anything like that, and I'm not well versed on that kind of stuff. So I don't know. But and okay, so the fact that they said that there were organisms growing in him that normally are in your feces, and that's how they knew. And so the hospital said, something's wrong. Hey, princess. Hey, Haitian princess, my love. Shondo to you, boo. Hospital said, screw this. We put some cameras in here. Because I just need to know. That's what I'm saying. Since it's around the corner, surprise around the corner, somebody had to smell this. I mean, if this was being done in the hospital, the nurse didn't say, okay, what's that smell? Do I need to change a bedpan? And when they looked and saw it was nothing in the bedpan, they had to say, well, where's this smell coming from? Because if it's still fresh Duke, if he just grew a fresh tail, that thing is going to stink. Child, this young man got bacteria growing all inside of his bloodstream and stuff. I mean, sepsis had set in. Child. Shit in the bag. Shit in the bag. Oh, dear God. All this because she quote unquote said she wanted him to move from a different from ICU to a better part of the hospital. Child. Child. And see, that's what I'm saying. They didn't catch it um when he was in the hospital because they said he was released, and because he started to have vomiting and a fever and diarrhea. I mean, I guess you would have diarrhea if people are injecting fecal matter into your bloodstream. I guess a usual, consequence of having fecal matter injected into me is that excessive amounts of it will come out of me, because that makes sense. I'm just saying. This is so sordid of a tale. Oh God. But this is just a precursor to our new segment coming next weekend, which will be State That State. We're almost ready to state that state in just a second. I'm just trying to unpack it. And the other thing about it is this ain't no little boy. This is a 15-year-old boy. Now, let me help you understand something. At the right young age of 15, my mama couldn't have been injecting no fecal matter into my IV drip. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna happen. Mama, what are you doing? No, ma'am. Nurse. I'm pressing the button. Come get her. Come get her. Because I don't have this kind of time. If you are 15, aren't you going to ask your mama, what you doing with my Duke? What are you doing? Why does it smell like, a septic tank? Right. Why you put my doodle in a gift bag? I don't know if she was doing why nobody was. I don't know. But my thing about it is this. If I remember correctly, and I want all my, medical field and nurses and RNs and LPNs and orderlies who are in the room. Don't they change out the bedpans pretty quickly because for health reasons? Like if you say I need to use the restroom, they pretty much bring it to you, let you do what you got to do, and then they pretty much quickly, remove it for health reasons, because they don't need waste and urine around. Isn't that kind of how that works? I don't think they just, if it is a bedpan, I don't think they just let it just sit there, long enough to where I mean, I don't think he pooped and then, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he grew a tail and then just rolled over and went back to sleep. So if he didn't grow a tail and then just immediately fall back to sleep, that means there was some time. And I also don't think that the orderlies or LPNs or RNs or whoever changes the bedpan are just letting it sit there for excessive amounts of time either. So I'm 15. What are you doing, Mom? Why does it smell like that in the bathroom? I'm just saying. Anyway, child, just a mess. Just a mess. Y'all want to see what she looked like? Y'all want to see what she looked like? Hold on, y'all. There she go. She look like a man. Tell me she don't look like a man. She looking like a man. Oh God, just a mess. Just a mess. They're all trash. Just trash, Jada. All right, let's name that state. What state do you think this came from? Surprise around the corner. Detroit is not a state. Child, just nasty. Jada, you say Kentucky. I need votes for state. What state is that? State that state. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Just a damn mess. She looks like trash. Just trash. State that state. So I got a Kentucky. I got a Utah. Oh, methamphetamine. It's got to be a state rich in methamphetamine. Volvo. Hey, Volvo, my love. Shondo to you, Volvo, my love. Oh, man. You say Florida. Y'all always hating on Florida. I knew somebody was going to say Florida. Texas. Any other guesses? Arkansas for 200, Alex. Arkansas. Okay, Candy Kate, I see you. Ohio or Florida. She got meth mouth. Meth mouth. Let me look at her mouth. Victor Brick. Hey, Victor Brick. Shondo to you as you come into the chat. You say Louisiana. People that are in my bushmen in the bushes and my angels up in the clouds, you can drop down and give a guess. One of them states in the middle: West Virginia, Ohio, Mississippi, Louisiana. I see you, Tanari. Hey, boo. Girl, go make that money, Tanari. Shondo to you, Tanari. That's my girl right there. Shondo to Tanari. Child, that is my boo right there. It's Team Capricorn, honey. Team Capricorn. I know she at work, so I'm gonna put a quick Team Capricorn in here for Tanari and my other Team Capricorn people. Nevada. Volvo says, all right, so we ready to name that state. Let me This story is just so good. Just so good. Let me put some of my information. Because I know people always asking me for my email. Jada say Katana Blades. You know what? Hashtag Katana Blades. And all right. So Tanari say Indiana. Hold on. So the state that this comes from, and we had a good guess. Somebody guessed right. The state is Indiana, and the city is Indianapolis. The state is Indiana. Okay. Just a mess. Just a mess. Indiana, right. Indiana. It would be a state. Isn't that where Mike Pence is from? Wasn't he governor of Indiana? Mike Pence. Makes sense. Hey, love Blake. Hey, boo. Yeah, I know Simply B. Indiana. And if I'm not mistaken, that is where Mike Pence is from. That is where Mike Pence is from, which makes sense. Because stories involving shit would be from a state where he was the head of it. Surprise around the corner, you say that's a meth state. So Tanari was right. Tanari was right. Child. Land of corn and Hoosiers. I thought Nebraska was the land of corn. I don't know. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Child. I got one more good story for y'all. I think one more. One more good story. This is the precursor to our great segment that's going to be coming called State That State. So, Tanari, you from Indiana? This your state, Tanari? That's how you knew? Child. Well, this one ought to be a real hoot. Press the damn button. Okay. Hey, Jasmine Price. Hey, boo. So, y'all, let me read the next headline. This story makes me cringe just reading the headline. Man charged with domestic abuse after ripping man's testicles. Let that sit right there. Because we got to take a swig of coffee after reading that, dear God. Oh, dear God. Dear Lord. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. A blank, I'm not going to tell you the state, a blank teen is accused of ripping the testicles off another man who became combative following a quote, bad day at work, end quote, officials said. Corey Jones, 18, fought with the man on New Year's Eve after he returned to the blank city home, to his blank city home after a quote, bad day at work. After starting a verbal altercations with Jones, the duo became engaged in a struggle during which the 18-year-old tore the man's scrotum open, according to the news station. Jones was charged with domestic abuse, battery, and serious bodily injury, and booked into blank city jail, according to authorities. The other man will likely require stitches. You think? Which may leave a permanent scar. And that is the story. So here's my question. Hey, the soap. Hey, Nappy Child. Shout out to y'all as y'all come in. What are we doing that you're ripping my testicles? Because if we are in a scuffle, a skirmish, and so forth, where in that fight is the reach for the nuts? I mean, now let me tell you what I'd like to, where my mind is going with this. I do think it was a long day of work. I'm gonna tell you how this happened. Let me paint this story for you. Child, they was boyfriends. Boo had a long day of work. Boo says, "Oh, let me get some." They start to do the do. It gets intense. Bay calls out the wrong name because he been cheating. Other Bay gets upset. That is where the skirmish happens. And that is how testicles get ripped open. Because if you are fully clothed, I'm trying to figure out how the testicles are being ripped. Like, yeah, look at, they were in the middle of sex. Somebody called out, picture it, Sicily, 1867. Yes, God, picture it. Because I'm just trying to figure out how the testicles got introduced into this whole thing. They was getting it down. Somebody called out the wrong name, messed up. The boo got mad. Fight ensues while they are still naked. And boo went for the nuts and ripped them open. So now you got the actual testicles hanging. I could just imagine bloody testicles hanging, like, from the cords, from the, bodily threads and stuff like that. Like, what in the hell do y'all have going on across the fruited plains? We are about to be engaged in World War III, and y'all got people in one part of the country injecting fecal matter into their child's IV drip after housing said feces in a gift bag on the sink. And then another part across the fruited plains from sea to shining sea. Y'all got people over here ripping at people's nut sacks, ripping it open. Now, I just want to say that what Einstein wrote this news article and said that this injury would require stitches. You think? What you think? They're gonna take the hot glue gun and just glue his nutsack back together? That's what's gonna happen? You think? I mean, come on now. How do you think? You take the hot glue gun. All right, I see you got them nuts. Let me just stick them nuts back in there. Give me this glue, girl. Give me that glue gun and hot glue the nuts back together. That's not how this works. This isn't some horrible episode of RuPaul's Drag Race where they're trying to put their outfit together with a glue gun. It's of course it's going to require stitches that leave a permanent scar. You think? Child, girl, child. What state are we talking about, people? I'm ready for the state. State that state, people. State that state. Oh, dear God. State that state. It's not Indiana. I can tell you that this is not another Indiana story. He lucky he don't throw it out there. Well, I don't think the testicles were detached. I think they were just left dangling. Just nuts dangling out. Lord. Lady T, what's going on, Lady T? Hey. Lady T says Jersey. Jermaine says Texas. Hey, Jermaine, I ain't say hey to you when you came in. LaGail says Florida. Patty Duke says New Jersey. Child, this is just a mess. Just a damn mess. Hey, Monk Chip, boo. Hey, my love. Shout out to you, Monk Chip. Child, state that state. So I got a whole lot of any more guesses? Oh, Lord. Anymore. This is the tomfoolery that we have going on from sea to shining sea. Wow, we are on the precipice and on the cusp of damn near World War III. Dear God. The soap says Louisiana. Candy Cane says Texas. Jermaine says New Orleans. Nicole Stevens says Arizona. Hey, Karen. Shondo, boo. What's good, boo? So, this is from, and someone was correct, the great state of Louisiana. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. I don't understand it, but hey, ain't for me to understand. That's what y'all doing down there over there by Southern. That's over there by Southern University. You know, Southern University is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Come right, Jermaine, come through Baton Rouge. You know, last time I went on the campus of Southern University, ooh, there was some hotties out there, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Ooh, I almost lost my mind out there. I went there for probate. Last time I was there, I went there for a probate for the frat. And ooh, Ooh, child, do Jesus and do him well. Do Jesus too. What? Those are some hot Cajun balls surprised around the corner. Y'all are a damn mess. Just a damn mess. You say those are some hot Cajun balls. Some hot Cajun balls. Chill. A mess. Just a mess. So that is a precursor for a new segment that I'm going to have. It will be hopefully unsheathed next week on the channel, next weekend on the channel, and it's called State That State. And we will have more stories like those. Um, no, I did not say masturbate. No. um, but yeah, cracking nuts all year round, dear God. So we will be having more stories like that um, on the new segment, which will be unsheathed next week, called "State That State," and we're gonna have a good time with it, and it'll be sordid tales from across the fruited plains. Where you'll have to let me know, and we'll have a whole bunch of things to talk about and commentary for it. It will be pre-recorded. But what I will do is I will do it as a preview so we could be in the chat together. Not a preview, it's a premiere. So we could be in the chat together and we can all, guess what state it is. And that's what we'll do. All right. So those were our wonderful two stories. Y'all know I love doing my articles on a good Saturday morning, child. Just a mess. Just a mess. I did want to let those people know, if you have not done so already, it was tweeted out, I believe, yesterday. If you haven't found out, um, Octavia Spencer will be starring in a Netflix movie. It's a 4-part limited series on Netflix called Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker. So, and it's going to be all about Madam C.J. Walker, who is not as heralded as she should be in Black history, as she should be for what she did for Black women, as well as just Black people in general, and what she added to the country, how she made it. So it with beauty care, beauty products and so forth. So I'm sure my girl Ebby will be all about that, and some of my other fashionistas and people who are into beauty probably already know a lot about Madam CJ Walker. But from what I understand, from what I'm reading, they're going to give you a lot of insight as to how she got there, how it actually happened, and her story of how she made it and so forth. So I'm really excited about it, because if it's going to be 4 parts, from what I understand, it's going to be 4 parts. So you're really going to delve into her story and her background and how it came to be, and some of the challenges and things that she faced. So I'm really excited about how to see what's going to happen with that, and how they're going to. Netflix usually does a pretty good job with these things, so I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, it is about time she got her flowers. And there's some other people who I hope they start to highlight from Black history. Lady T, you said, oh, you love her. I'm working on her video as we speak. Oh, okay, good. So Madam CJ Walker, yes. Oh, okay, it's right down the street from you in Harlem. Okay, cool, cool. We need to know that also. It's not easy. I need to grab some teens, girls, and boys. Karen, that's the thing. I like when they really give you the real story. They don't just give you when they're at the mountaintop, but they give you when they were down in the valley and they had to, travel up to get to the mountaintop. She didn't start off as a millionaire. She didn't come from a place of wealth and a lot of money. She she had to get there. So, and there's a story behind it. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, so that's a heads up on that. If you did not know, shouts out to Netflix for doing that. If you don't have Netflix, holla at me. I got Netflix. I might let you get. I watched it. I have an actual. How Netflix gives you 4 different accounts that you have. I have my account, I have debate account, and then I have a third account that says other people. And then they give you the kids one, right? So I have mine, debate, and then there's one that's called other people. So whenever somebody says, "Oh, I don't have a Netflix, can I use your password?" Okay, just make sure you use the other people account and so forth. And then when they make me mad, you know what I do? Change the password. The password change sure did. Can I get? Are you paying for it? Yes, the password changed. You mad, child? Shouts out to watch, and that segues right into um um our next thing that we're going to be talking about. I'm so petty. My first I'm so petty, y'all, is if you told me that you wanted to watch a show on Netflix, you call me and we talk about how, because I gave you my password, and we're in the middle of talking about how much you liked it and how great it was, and we getting it out while we're on the phone. I am changing my Netflix password because I'm just that petty. You got what you needed. Ain't nothing else we need. You don't need it for nothing. You ain't paying this bill over here. You ain't gave me not one cash out for this Netflix bill. I'm that kind of petty. You don't even know we are on the phone. And I am simultaneously changing the password. You mad? And upgrading the security settings. That's my kind of petty. That is my kind of petty. Oh boy. My kids account, my daughter renamed Mima Babies. Aw. She's the first female millionaire. She was. And Madam C.J. Walker was doing things as a woman that even white women weren't even doing at that time. As a black woman. I'm just saying. Child, Patty Duke, that is a Capricorn move. And we having a great time, baby. We are cackling over there, over and having a good, just breaking down all parts of whatever it is you watched. Little do you know. Child, I want to hear y'all I'm so petty stories, child. Make sure you start it off with hashtag I'm so petty. And then tell me, just think about that. Everybody has times when they are that petty. Everybody is that petty. Child, I can. Listen, I recycle through 4 passwords. The only thing I do is I might change the number at the end. That's about it. Because I can't be remembering all of that. I'm just saying. Watch it. I don't even remember the new Netflix password. I think when I changed it again, I had to send it to the Bay. And so I know it's in the text because I knew I sent it to him. So I can go to the text message because I had to send it to him in the text. Child. Anyway, when have you been petty? Child. Let me tell you how petty I am. I'm a petty teacher. Listen, back in my days in the classroom, I'm not in the classroom anymore. Back in my days in the classroom, I'm an English teacher, right? And and you all know from being in school, you've been in school before. The pettiest teachers in any building is English teachers. English teachers are the pettiest teachers in any school. So I don't care what you do. They are petty. They just do shit and you be like, really? You so petty. Let me tell you how petty I used to be. I was like, I was the kind of petty where I would do something like, for example, when you first come to my class, beginning of the school year, I teach a whole 30-minute lesson on how to do the heading. You know, every teacher have that heading that you got to do at the top of your paper. I'm that teacher. I would tell a student, listen, and when I'm going through this 30-minute lesson on how to do this heading, right, I always be like, listen, let me help you understand something. I'm serious about it. I will throw your paper in the trash and not care if you miss so much as the period after doctor and and my name on the heading. They have to put my name, doctor, and my last name. And so if you miss the period, I will throw your paper in the trash in your face. I'm just telling you that. They don't believe me. So baby, that first and second week of school, I have on my desk, I always have it's this camera that you sit on your desk, and you can sit a piece of paper on the platform and it will project the paper on the board, like an overhead projector, but it just takes a picture of it. Anyway, um I will put your paper, once I see that you did it wrong, I'll put your paper on the little projector so it goes on the board, and have the whole class looking at it and say, can y'all tell me what's wrong, and blow up the whole heading part with this. And the whole class break it out. Well, she did this or he did that. Oh, so we recognize that it's wrong, and take it and ball it up and throw it in the trash, right in the child. And the child looking like, and I'll be like, they be mad. Sometimes I've had a child break into tears, and I know that sounds horrible, but I told them it's even on my syllabus. I even have parents, and I don't do it until I get a syllabus back. I make the parents sign the syllabus, and on the syllabus it says all papers with incorrect heading will be thrown in the trash. All papers written in pencil will be thrown in the trash. And when the parents come that next day, because they go home boo crying, telling their parent, "Oh, doctor, threw my paper in the trash." Mm-hmm. They come out that next day ready to windmill. I come syllabus in hand. See right here, ma'am. See right here, sir. You signed and agreed to this syllabus. Can you read that for me right here? Thank you. That says all papers with incorrect head. Is this not incorrect? Does this look like mine? Oh, it does not. Okay. Anything else we need to talk about? Okay, great. Great. Let me look at y'all. I'm so petty. That's one of my petty moments as a teacher. I'm just so petty. I'm so petty. Surprise around the corner. I'm so petty that someone liked my coat and I sent them to the wrong store. That is petty. Listen, that is real petty. Can I tell y'all? I'm so petty. One time I was on my way to a party, and I was turning into the parking lot. It was raining that day, and I saw somebody had on the same shirt that I had on. Do you know I sped up and splashed water on them? I was still on the main road. So what I did was I sped up, splashed water on them so as to get them dirty, and just kept like I wasn't going to the party. Waited about 30 minutes because I knew they weren't going to go into the party with the wet clothes on. Waited about 30 minutes so they could have forgot how my car looked. Drove in that party and started drinking their party, ended up like it wasn't nothing. That's how petty I was. I know that's petty. But girl, you want me to come to this party with the same shirt I had on? Bitch, you gotta be. Listen, I'm that petty. That's my kind of petty. That's the kind of petty I am. I'm that petty. Let me see. Oh, where I'm at. I'm so petty. I disconnected my ex phone and changed the locks before the sun came up. I don't think that's that petty. I think you should disconnect your exes if they on your phone and you ain't together no more. Yes, you are getting disconnected. Okay. Now the petty part is if they still laid up with you and you know you about to break up with them, and while they sleep, you call Sprint, AT&T, T-Mobile, or Verizon and say, "Can you take them off the account and disconnect that phone?" And they wake up and try to use their phone and ceremoniously get nothing for it. That is petty. Lady T, you say you had some petty teacher moments. Child, Lady T, I have a petty teacher moment like this. On my syllabus, it says restrooms are only before and after class. Only. I don't care. I tell my girls at the door, ladies, if you know you having, things are going on, that factory is working that day, have a conversation with me before we class starts when we in the change of class. And if it's a necessary, I'll let you go make those accommodations. But let me know ahead of time so I can, other than that, no. So I always have students who forget. So they say, can I go to the restroom? You sure can. And they ceremoniously go. Now, what students know is my room door stays locked. I never have an unlocked room door. Baby, they come back to that door knocking. We look, and I keep it moving. My kids know it's a rule. You don't open my door. And kids aren't allowed to open doors in my classroom. And the baby, they be out there for the rest of the period. Mad as all get out. Why you ain't open the door? Because I don't have to. Can I help you? Nothing I can do for. They stay outside all day. I know that's so horrible. Y'all would get on my last nerve, Miss Green, and she drove a green Cadillac. Well, I remember to this day. When I'm so behind y'all. Let me go and make you one. What I missed? I missed something. Wait, I missed something. I missed something. We need more teachers like you. If it wasn't for a teacher like you, I probably would have quit, child. But I had to get it right. Y'all used to y'all use that reverse psychology, child. Yes, honey, we ain't play around. English teachers are real. I'm so petty. I took all the labels off the fan goods in my ex house. Canned goods. I think she meant canned goods in my. Why you took all the labels off? Dear God. So they didn't know what they was opening. You know how? You just open it. You looking for a can of corn, and now you got to open up 5 or 6. Happy, that is so petty. Girl. I can see somebody. You looking for the string bean. Baby, you don't open up 8 You done open up 8 cans over here trying to find a string beans. Abby, you are so wrong. Oh, Abby, you got me dying over here. I couldn't control my cheating boyfriend, so I looked up a hoodoo, or is that voodoo or hoodoo video on YouTube that gave me a tool. Every morning, I place my period blood in my boyfriend's coffee. He is addicted to it. You know what? I'm not doing this with you today. That's not petty. That's just disgusting. Oh God! Remind me never to drink after you, Gia. Hey Gia, for coming in the room. Period blood. Oh no! And now he's addicted to you. I bet. Oh dear God. Oh, that sounds so awful. I don't like dressing like no one. I have my own style. Child. That is awful. Patty Duke say, I'm so behind, y'all. I'm so behind. Wait. Let me go back up. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Patty Duke say, I'm so petty. My husband left a can of tuna on the counter for me to make. When I when I when I was getting ready for work, I left the can on the counter for 2 weeks. Not for 2 weeks. Hey Jay Dunn. Hey my love Shondo to you. I'm behind on the chat, y'all. I would child, y'all know me. I be to the point, honey. I don't play them games, honey. Child, I was that teacher that come. You know how teachers. Let me tell you how petty I am. I was the teacher. You come in the first day. You know how teachers be like, it's the beginning of the school year and everybody starts with the A. No, I was like, no, you start with an F because right now you have 0 points and 0 points equals an F. You have an F. You have to get up to the A, but right now you have an F and your job is to make the A. I won't lie to you and tell you got an F. I mean, you got an A. You got an F right now. It's the beginning of the school year. You have an F. Just saying. I'm just saying. Um, Fayette said you did that to my child. Meet me at the house, child. We'll be at the house. We'll be windmilling. We'll be right there windmilling at the house. Child, that Gia girl, you put it, child. Every say I'm so petty. I also took all the backs of his earrings and the toilet paper holders. Wait, toilet paper holders? That is petty. Now I heard the earring backs things, and now you got these ugly erasers behind your ear. But the toilet paper holders, really? That's petty, Abby. That is petty. Listen. If y'all are not paying attention to this chat, do not fool with Abby. Okay, she is ultra petty, super petty. Child. But Gia got it. Gia got it, honey. Gia got it with the period blood. Child. Child, you petty, Karen. Don't try to act like you ain't petty. Child. Hey, Ebony. Hey, boo. Child, Abby is petty, petty. That's why men from Louisiana don't eat red food. That's why they don't eat red food. The women cook. You know what? Oh, hey, Shauna. Hey, boo. Shout out to Shauna, my love. Y'all so silly. Child, no, we ain't having no potluck at your house, Gia. Nope. No, ma'am. Child, hiding all the tampon. Honey. He clearly didn't need it since he would never put a new rope. You know what? Y'all, y'all are so petty. So petty. So petty. Child. I got so many petty moments. I try not to remember them because they make me go into petty mode and then I'll start to do petty things just because I can't. But to me, I'm still laughing at this taking all of the labels off of the cans. I can't, Abby. I can't. Oh Lord. I tell you what I did do. Um I tell you what I did do. I took all of the for my ex of mine who only drank vodka, and only drank absolute vodka, no other form of vodka. Baby, I will always wait until the vodka bottle got right underneath the title Absolute Vodka, the blue part that says Absolute Vodka, right underneath there. Soon as it got right underneath there, I will wait until he would leave. Y'all know I drink gin. Pour all of the vodka out. Pour gin in it right underneath because I needed a place to measure that. Pour the gin right underneath there. Have him come home, fix the gin. I mean, fix the a drink and be like, "What the fuck is this? I don't know. I just got home when you got home. I don't know. This ain't my absolute." It's at what does it say on the bottle? Just and he be done killed himself. I even knew, see, he didn't know I had an extra key to his house that I had because one day he told me where the extra key was to go and get something from his house. When I went to go get something, I also went to Home Depot, made a copy of that key so that I had a spare key to his house just in case. And so I would, do it at his home too. And so I would do it and he would come and be like, and I'll be like, babe, I just got here when you got here. How do I know? Ain't nobody been here. You live alone. Just a mess. Just a mess. Let me see what y'all saying over here in the chat. Yeah, oh, I'm way behind. Hey, lovable Denver. Hey, my boo. My grandma told me to never eat anything from a woman in red sauce. You know what? Now y'all have me really sketchy because I never even put that together. I never even said that before. I guess that means never eat clam chowder from a man. Woo, you never want to eat that clam chowder from a man. Or anything with Alfredo sauce. Cha. I cook red food in front of my guy's face. Won't blame me for shit. Okay, Lady T. Woo! If there was a contest, Gia would win, child. Child, y'all got some hoodoo going, child. Shout you done missed it already. Child. Is this petty if someone asks you to get them something and you act like you forgot, knowing they really wanted it? Somebody might ask me to get something and I go and get it and put it all the way on the other side of the room or in another room and go sit back down and say, "Oh, you wanted me to get that? I did get it and I put it in another room. You can go get it." That's my petty. Child. I be scared. I'm scared not to read Abby's I'm so petty. I told this lady I can't stand the wrong date and time for choir rehearsal. I can't stand the wrong date and time for choir rehearsal for 3 months. Okay, I think I missed that one. Moved his truck down the block while he was at work. He came out and thought it was stolen. That's so wrong. That is so wrong. This man over here calling police and all, thinking that somebody just stole his truck. You know what? Y'all so wrong. I'm so petty. I cooked dinner in another man's house for for your man. You know what? Let me find out you a Joe Goldberg. I don't know what you talk copy and keep child. I don't know what you talk about Ebony Crow ever, child. That was Tay. Just saying. Just saying. I'm so petty. Somebody kept on stealing my lunch at work, so I poured X-Lax, half a bottle, in my food, and no one never did it again. I bet they didn't, honey. Not X-Lax, the extra strength X-Lax, baby. You see them running down the hallway, holding a booty hole. Child, y'all so petty. Carolyn, that clam chowder, honey. Clam chowder. Now I did a lady that would tell me. Now I know a lady that would tell me stuff like that, but at the time I didn't know anything about Buddha, and she said she would put PB in his spaghetti. I looked at her like she was. Oh Jesus! Now y'all got me side eye anything with red in it now. Oh God! Oh, you found out who you did it to? Simply be. Oh no! Child, Gia, let me remember not to make you mad, okay? When are you scheduled for your next mission? No, Gia, we're not doing that. No. Hey, Suki. What's going on, boo? Shondo to you in the chat. I'm so petty. I stole all the batteries out of the remotes. I'm so petty. That will piss me off. That will piss me off. You know what I did? This is my petty with the remotes. I did this one time. You know how on a remote, the little door that puts that holds the remote in there had the little snap latch thing, the little thing that when you click push it down, it clicks. So I went and broke all of those off. So now you none of the remote doors will stay on. So I just found it petty that you were left with all of your remotes didn't have the little door and you had the exposed batteries on it. And I know that's not really petty, but in my brain, the nerd, the OCD part of me, I would have been so angry to see all my remotes without the battery door back thing on there. And that was my level of petty because I'm petty like that. I'm petty. I put soap in my food. Ew. That series on Netflix called You. Check it out if you have. Dude enjoys stalking. Child, not in the mayo, dear God. I don't even eat mayo. That's not true. We are from Louisiana, and you better be careful. You know what? Listen. All of you Louisiana ladies have taught me something. When I go down there, nope, no etouffee, no gumbo no more. I am side eyeing. I need to make sure that the person who made it has a twig and berries. Okay. Anybody who's making me anything with red on it, and it has to have a twig and berries. Okay. They got to have a twig and berries because you people have frightened me for the next time I go to the great state of Louisiana. I'm so petty that someone ate my food at work. So the next day I made tacos with cat litter inside and left them in the refrigerator. Ew. And I'm a cat person. I love cat. I've had a cat. I don't have a cat now, but I've had a cat most of my life. I'm so petty. I took all the batteries out the house and the backs to the remote. That's what I was saying, Abby. I did the back. I didn't take the backs, but I made it where I left the backs on, but I broke the little snap thing so they wouldn't stay on. So you either had to put tape on it, which was just hood and janky as hell, or it just didn't have no back. Tape will fix. I know tape will fix that, but who wants to walk around with tape on their remote control? What's up, Yolanda? Is Yolanda? I'm glad you're here, boo. Fix all the pictures now so they were hanging at 90-degree angle. Abby, that's too much time. Who has that kind of time? Child. And being bad. My mama loved her Pepsi and no one could touch it. I would get some and add water to put it back where it was. No, your mama ain't love Pepsi like that. Cause see, in my house, where Pepsi is beloved, and Pepsi is beloved in a lot of black households. And if you do your history, there's a reason why black people love Pepsi as opposed to Coke. That goes back to some black history, Jim Crow days, and all of that good stuff. But anyway, baby, let me tell you something. They knew how that Pepsi tasted in my house. Let you go in there and do something to that Pepsi. They would know immediately. Who bothers my Pepsi? Who bothers my Pepsi? Sean, them women in my household, they ain't play about that Pepsi, honey. Let me tell you something. Baby, you put an ounce of water, a drop of water in that Pepsi. They knew immediately, honey. They ain't fuck off about that Pepsi, honey. They did not play around. My man won't eat spaghetti. He knows that. Child, I can't even hear this no more. Now the good thing about it is, since that's not my ministry, I ain't never got to worry about Bay doing that. But now I got to think about anything that the Bay makes that may have Alfredo sauce. Neither he or I like mayo, so I mean he eats mayo sometimes, like on his sub. But he know I don't like mayo at all, so I ain't gonna eat that anyway. What is your PayPal account? I totally screwed up my Cash App. Send me an email, Yolanda, and I'll give it to you. Yeah, send me an email. That good cat litter. I want to give it to you on here, but send me an email, Yolanda, and I'll give it to you. Not the gumbo, just the red gravy. If you get red gumbo, it's not gumbo. You better find a priest. It might be like etouffee. In the etouffee, I don't know. One of them is red. I don't know, child. That good cat, child. I'm not doing this with y'all. Child, right, love but different. This is why we don't do potlucks. Uh-uh. Child. No ice and Pepsi. Listen, baby, black women will stick a Pepsi in that doggone freezer or do like my aunt used to do. My aunt used to always do the trick. She take that Pepsi if it's hot. She take a paper towel, wet the paper towel, wrap it around that Pepsi, put it in the freezer for 5 minutes, take it out. That thing be cold. My aunt always used to do that. She used to take that Pepsi, take a paper towel, wet it, wrap it around that can or that bottle, put it in that freezer for about 5 minutes. She take that thing out. That thing be ice cold, child. Ice cold. Hey Brianna, what's good, boo? What's up? Child. And Brianna, your name got Pettyville in it. I know you got some petty stories. If your whole name is Brianna Simone Pettyville, oh, I know you got petty. It's in your name. Girl. Girl. Oh, you ain't say you ain't get your ass whooped. Oh, okay. Child. Speaking of batteries and remotes, my coworker would not replace the batteries in the remote. I brought batteries from home and take them out of the remote when I left work. You, that's not petty though. Petty, dude. That's smart. I would do the same thing. You rat bastards don't want to change the remote. Fine. I'm gonna bring my own batteries and I'm gonna put my batteries in every time I use it. I'm gonna put. Why? I ain't gonna even do it after work because somebody might try to steal it. When I need to use, I'm gonna have them right in my pocket. Take it out of my pocket, put it in. Bloop bloop bloop. Okay, take them out, put it back in my pocket. All right, well, y'all work that out. Let me know how that works out. Who? You know what else is petty? I was the kind of petty so, and this is for people who work in the office environment or at a school or anywhere where you have the big copy machine. Okay, let me tell you something. So if you at a school site or anywhere where they have a large copy machine, you know places always run out of copy paper. Copy paper is the first thing to run out. Okay, always. So with the department copy machine, what you would do it as a courtesy, if you made copies, you would always leave a couple extra sheets in the copy machine. Okay. Baby, I never left a sheet. I'd be like, I ain't leaving y'all a sheet of nothing in the copy machine. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it where soon as I ain't gonna have enough copies, or one time this lady made me mad, right? So I knew I didn't need this many copies. I made like 100 copies or something, right? And so I knew I only had like I knew I had already made my copy, so I only put like 5 sheets of paper where it was like 95 copies left. So then when she came, put her paper in, because in the machine you had to put your code in to unlock it. But as soon as you put your paper in there, it will continue the next job. So I just will always fuck with her. I will put it on like 100 copies, only let it make like 5 copies before the paper run out and let it lock. And she would go in and put her copies in. And baby, it would start off and it would run off like 50 of her papers. It was like 50 of her papers. Because copy paper is like gold, baby. You fights by copy paper at a good school site. Any teacher will tell you. People at office, but then they'll tell you, you will windmill. You will windmill. Okay, down the hallway about some copy paper. Let me tell you something. We'll play about copy paper, baby. You will get beat down by some good copy paper, honey. Let me tell you. Yeah. I'm so petty. I splurged. I super glued his favorite hardcover books together and then glued them so you couldn't take them off the shelf. You know what? Abby, that's way too much time. I'm so petty. My mama used to get so angry at my pops for coming back drunk from work that when he came back again from the street, he'd slap her. Wait, I don't wait. I'm no, 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 no. I must have missed something with this homeless shelter. Wait, I must have missed something. Brianna said, let me go back. The only thing I did was drop someone off at the homeless shelter. Not the shelter, God. Brianna. Child. Brianna. Brianna girl. Not the homeless shelter. Nothing major. Tell you when I okay. Oh, I just take the remotes. Get your ass up and change the channel like the old day. Okay. Oh, child. Child. Listen, you be at schools bargaining for copy paper like it's listen. Bargaining for copy paper like it's cigarettes in the jailhouse. But I was copy paper, but I used to have a wall of copy paper that kids used to bring me from the regular copy paper to the color copy paper. Because what I used to do was we have these things, these incentives in my classroom that I call bucks. And with your bucks, what happens is twice during the market period at progress reports and at the end of the market period, I have forgiveness that you can give where certain homework assignments or classwork assignments that's not worth a lot of weight, I would let you turn in bucks in order to get forgiveness for them. Either I would just remove the grade altogether for you, or I would give you an A on it. And it might help boost you to the next grade. Like if you had a C, it might boost you to the B or something like that. So at the beginning of the school year, I will always say, if you bring me for every 500 count ream of copy paper, I will give you 5 of the bucks. Limit of 2. Your max is 2 reams, so you can get 10 bucks. Baby, when I tell you I used to have a whole wall full of copy paper, because they knew at the end of the market period they was gonna need those bucks for their little forgiveness as a child. We didn't play around. Child, we did not play around. You know what? I'm glad nobody put in here that the girls used to do back in the day. Now this was a '90s thing. Remember the '80s and the '90s? The needle in the condom petty. Girls was good for that, honey, back in the day. That was a big thing where I was from back in the days. The pin in the condom thing. I was like, or the needle in the condom. I was like, oh, girl, that's dangerous, honey. Child. Ooh, child. Child. Ooh, child. Petty. Y'all so petty. Y'all is so petty. Let me make sure I'm caught up in this good chat. Can I get a quick Shondo in the chat to make sure I'm caught up? Everybody put me a quick Shondo in the chat. Okay, that's the 18-year prank, honey. Child, that was a big thing back in the day. Child, them girls used to take a needle. Now it was easier to get it back in the day because everybody, grandma, mama, used to sew a little bit. Everybody, mama and grandma them knew how to sew. Hey, Tracy's World, Shonda Boo, they knew how to sew a little bit. Now some of these new school mamas and grandmas don't know how to sew a damn thing, so they ain't run across needles like that. But back in the day, your grandma, your mama knew how to sew something, so you had a pen or a needle or something. You take that bad boy around your boyfriend house that pissed you off or something like that, you knew was cheating, and go ahead and poke that thing, and they ain't know no better. Cause ain't no niggas do not examine condoms like that. They see it ain't open, you just rip it open and put it on. Okay, child. Kids nowadays don't know what no hat pin is. Come on, nappy child. Kids nowadays don't know. Nobody under 30 probably even knows what a hat pin is. I'm just saying. Okay, no babies in this uterus. Well, no, what would happen really be, and Patty, it wasn't that they wanted them to impregnate them. What would happen is they knew that their boyfriend was cheating. And so when they found out their boyfriend was cheating, when they went over their boyfriend's house, they knew where he kept all of his condoms and stuff. And they would, when he went to the bathroom or did something, I had one friend knew what kind of condoms that he kept that he used to buy, and she would buy that kind, and she would, and when put the pin in it. Mm-hmm. Child. Not super glued his penis to his thigh. Oh no. Oh dear God. Oh no, you going to jail. Mm-mm. One of us going to jail. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Now, I'm not a proponent of any type of violence. But if you super gluing my stuff to my thigh, do you know how painful that is going to be to tell? No, we ain't doing that. Mm-mm, mm-mm, honey. They trying to hold it in their mouth. Now, you know what? Oh dear God, Karen, why, Karen? Why? Why, Lord? Why? So she would help him get another girlfriend. Child. These are the things that they used to do back in the. I'm telling you, it was a big thing. I remember it vividly. Child. Child. Oh God. Swallowing baby. No, Tracy's well, you don't swallow babies. You may hold them in the mouth to give the illusion that you swallow, and then you spit it out in the toilet. That stuff does not digest, and the gastric juices in the stomach does not digest that, nor do any of the intestinal fluids in your small and large intestines digest that. Semen does not digest in the digestive tract. You pass it along, and if you get too much in your stomach, it will actually cause vomiting and extreme stomach pain. Do not ask me why I have this body of knowledge on what semen does to the digestive tract. Do not ask me said questions. I just know. Just know that I know. Just saying. Child, child, don't be giving me them eyes, Ebony. Girl, don't be giving me them eyes. I see them eyes. Girl, judging me. Child, don't be judging me. I see you over there judging me, Yolanda. Don't call me Lil Kim. Remember, she had to go get her stomach pumped because she had too much in her stomach. No, it literally it does not um it does not die, and you will actually pass it in your fecal matter. Now that I mean, this is the feces live. That this whole live has been about we cannot get away from fecal matter, apparently. Now it's great on the face though. Great on the face. Great as a facial treatment though. If you have a choice, take it on the face. It's a great facial treatment. Trying to tell you what I know. How y'all think the skin stays so flawless? You know, no craters, no nothing, no craters, no blemishes. It stays flawless. Great protein. Child. Child, what goes in must come out. Child. That's why your stomach was hurting. But it the substances in the seminal vesicles and so forth, and in the Cowper's gland that also adds to the semen in the body is specifically made to resist a whole lot of stuff. That's why when it gets caught in your eye, you get that red eye for like a day and a half because it's not going. It takes a long time for it to wear off just to give those the sperm a chance to swim and stuff like that. So you can go ahead and get you some eye drops all you want to. It's gonna stay red for a while. Just telling you what I know. You can, Tracy, not today because I'm not on StreamYard, but um, I don't mind. Just understand, and even the children know on my lives, I'm good for muting people and taking people off if they're not adding to the show. If they're not adding to the channel, we'll be like, okay, yeah, that's enough for you. So I just want to put that disclosure out there. Child, we do after dark lives, and they always go real left. Ooh, ooh, child, real left. No, I thought that was Lil Kim, not Foxy Brown, Patty Duke. Somebody's gonna fact check me on that. I think it was Lil Kim, Patty Duke. I really think it was Lil Kim, and not Foxy. Yeah, I do after darks on this page. They're usually on Saturday nights. I ain't thinking about you, really, B. I am not thinking about you. I am not thinking about you. Much as I get muted over there. Dear God, dear Lord. Anyway, Lord. Anyway, what else is are we talking about, y'all? Before we get up off here, we've been on here an hour and a half already. You see her, Abby? Abby, you see her? Do you see her? Do you see her? Child. Anyway, y'all. So if you swallow it, future babies are swimming around in your stomach. They are. Yes, they are. They absolutely are. Um, yeah, 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 I think that was Lil Kim. I think that was Lil Kim. Wasn't there a man in the 80s who got his stomach pumped for too much magic? I mean, it literally, it will sit there. And the problem is, even for it to pass through your digestive tract, it doesn't just like most food and drinks. What'll happen is you'll swallow it, your stomach will start to do this and try to break it down, and then it'll pass through the duodenum, which is the top part of the small intestines. That it's what connects the stomach to the small intestines. Is this the first part of the small intestine, and that's where actual digestion takes place. That's where all of the digestion or most of the digestion takes place in the duodenum, not the stomach. And so that's why when you have gastric bypass, they can remove your stomach because they know digestion doesn't happen there. And so they take the bottom of your esophagus and they attach it to your duodenum because that's where the digestion actually takes place. And it's a lot smaller than the stomach. Anyway, what happens with the semen is instead of it just the stomach breaking it down and it just passing through, it sits there and it will coat the lining of the stomach. And what happens is when it coats the lining of the stomach, it becomes thick. And some of the vesicles and things that release gastric juices, when it tries to do that, it gets blocked. And so they get caught against the sides of the stomach and it'll start to eat away at the lining of the stomach, which will cause cramping and pain and could cause an ulcer and things like that. And so that's why if you have too much, it may cause you to cause severe pain and it may cause you to have to get your stomach pumped. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was our moment of education here. Y'all know every silly Saturday, we always learn something. We always have to travel the road less traveled and learn something, get an education on some things. So just for my swallowers out there, make sure when you swallow, that's why when you see the porn skanks, they teach porn skanks. When you watch good porn skanks will take it in their mouth, but what do? They do this thing where they squish it and it comes back outside of their mouth. You never really see them swallow it because they know it's not healthy. Just letting you know. If I ever fall, the very next time you'll be my friends. Oh, child. We know a couple things. We know a couple things that you come here to learn and be educated. These are the things that we know. You come here to learn and be educated. Now, I cannot educate you on all parts of the PB and red sauce and all of that stuff. I learned something today. Did not know about that. Don't want to know. That's not my ministry. But I can tell you all parts of some man parts. Hey, Just. Hey, Just. I saw you. I was in and out, but I saw you were on Jay Wilson's live on video, and I was like, "Oh, there's Just," and I got to see you on video on Jay Wilson's live, and I was all excited. And I was talking to Rebel's son because I'm supposed to be in Houston toward the end of this month. And so Rebel Sun says that you and him stay near each other. So we're gonna have to get up when I come down to Houston, Jess. So I'm looking forward to that. It's supposed to be um the end part of this month. So yeah. So yes. So we all learned something today. I'm glad that we did everything that we needed to do today. Y'all know how we do over here. We laugh, we learn, we shade a little, we always get a little debaucherous. And we've checked all of the boxes that we needed to check today. Um, Look out for there is a new channel that really BTV and I are going to be starting up called the Teacher Project 2.0. I'll leave it to her to put the link in the chat because I don't have access to the channel yet because this is what she does to me. I don't have any control apparently, but she'll put the link in the chat for you all to go and subscribe if you so choose to that channel. It's called the Teacher Project 2.0, and it'll be all about education, empowering you on the education system, especially with you going into election season. And it's January 2020, so we are full swing into election season. Iowa caucuses are coming, New Hampshire primaries are coming. So please, sir, please, ma'am, if you would, you can go subscribe to that channel. And we're going to be definitely letting you know things like what some of the candidates, some of their stances on education. We will be taking some of your questions or answering questions that you may have about parts of the education system and doing a lot of things to empower you and educate you on education for your own child, for your grandchild, for your niece, your nephew, your kinfolk, or just a neighbor across the street, and things like that, or things that you may need to know about your own uh, education, and even post secondary education with college and things like that. So a lot of things we'll be doing over there. We wanted to make that channel separate so we can keep all of the fun stuff that we do here, but definitely that channel is going to be a thing of its own, and we'll start to build that up. So look for stuff coming on that very quickly, probably sooner than you know. Probably, I don't know, in the next couple of days. If really B is still in here, she can probably tell you when that will be unsheathed and unfurled. But we will yeah, do that. So please, ma'am, please, sir, if you'd like, you can subscribe to that. Any other pressing questions before we get off? Any topics or subject that you may want me to um, discuss before we depart? We done had a good time this morning, y'all. We done had a good time this morning. If not, excuse me, if you don't have anything, free the baby, child. I just want to free the baby's baby. I want that to be free. I don't know about the baby too much, but you can free that baby he got going on downstairs. If you can free that, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So, child, the white man, child, we had this discussion. I don't know whose channel was it, on my channel or was it on somebody's channel, where we were talking about interracial dating and my thoughts on it. Here's my side eye. Child. Child. Not free the baby. They're saying free the baby. The rapper named the baby. He went to jail in my hometown of Miami. I wonder if he was arrested. I have to look. I wonder if he was arrested by the city of Miami Police Department or Miami-Dade Police Department. I wonder. What are my thoughts on it? I haven't really looked into it I mean, I've seen videos and things that people have put up, but I haven't. Something about he poured apple juice on the promoter and things like that. I mean, why apple juice though? I mean, that's good chaser. I don't know. I mean, I would have loved the visual of him whipping it out. If you're gonna do apple juice, if you that kind of a thug, whip it out and pee on the man. Then, I mean, I'm just here for the whipping out part. But see, y'all made me go left. Um, Either February or March. Chocolate Bay, either February or March. Yeah, so something about the promoter. Now I want now that I'm gonna reach out to my Miami connects because I want to know who this promoter was. Was it a one of the usual promoters in Miami, or was it a lot of times we get promoters that come from out of town because Miami is a big party city, so you'll get a lot of promoters that come to Miami that are not from Miami or aren't one of the main Miami promoters, and so they'll try to do business in Miami and it won't go well. So yeah, I got to do some research on that because I'm not familiar with the story at all. But I've been hearing bits and pieces here and there. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else? I mean, the baby is, he's easy on the eyes. Oh, dear God. Let me see. Oh, on interracial dating. I'm not a fan. Mm. Child, just tomorrow is supposed to be the Shondo edition. Oh, child, I need to do my homework on that. Child, it's gonna get real. It's not for the faint of heart. Child, I hope it's a real intimate setting on that one. Cause it's gonna be actual peen on tomorrow's edition of Sundays, honey. Oh, child, we gonna be looking at Twitter accounts, honey. And baby shark do. Hmm. Whew. Yes. Just Jess, girl. Just Jess. Cha. This is gonna be the sexy Sunday where you want to have everybody has two Twitter accounts. If you don't have two Twitter accounts, something's wrong with you. You got to have the open Twitter account, and then you have to have the closed Twitter account where you follow all of the bad stuff. Cha. Cha. Make sure it's the closed one, honey. Or do like some people, create a new Twitter account and follow all these people. Where see, I have that Twitter account where I can open it and see all of the nice, delectable delights, and then I have my other Twitter account where there's education and the woke people community and some hoteps are over there. Not that I'm a hotep, but you got the hoteps over there. Politics and all of that good stuff, fraternity stuff, all over there. But that closed one, do Jesus and do him well. Ciao. Ciao. Well, even if you don't, Karen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make sure I choose people who have open Twitter accounts and not closed Twitter or private Twitter accounts where you have to request them to add you. So I'll try to make sure that everybody that I give it has a open Twitter account. So even if you don't have Twitter, you'll still be able to go to their hey Yana, hey boo, shout out to Yana. Where you can still click on their account and go through their tweets and see all of the delectable delights. So that hopefully that answers your question. I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos about Ouija boards and the dangers of it. Do you believe all that? I remember when that movie was it The Craft with Nev Campbell way back. I think that was late 80s, early 90s when that movie came out, and Ouija boards were a big thing back then. The Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board movie. Wasn't that The Craft with Nev Campbell? Um and yeah. Now, some people we used to one of my friends had one. We used to go over his house and we used to play around with it, but it was always one of us moving it. Like, you know how you're supposed to sit there and let it move itself. Child, it was always one of us edging it. It would always bring out into a fight because you would feel the person moving it. Like, stop moving it. I remember that light as a feather, stiff as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board. So, um, Shondo is needed. Now you're in the greater DC area. I'm sure there's enough people there. Um, yeah. Anyway, anything else, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all, I've had a great time in here with y'all today. We have had a great time. A great time. It's who was that? Yolanda. Don't forget to send me the email. Uh, and I'll give you that information. Yeah. Send me the email, I'll give you that information. Anything else? Child, I didn't never believe in Bloody Mary, but that was a big thing when I was little. When I was a little child, when I was a little boy in the 80s. Bloody Mary. And then it was changed from Bloody Mary to Candyman when that first came out. Um, that was the black version of Bloody Mary, Candyman. They're supposed to be remaking Candyman from what I understand. See how that goes. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Jordan Peele supposed to be doing that remake of Candyman? Somebody will fact check me on that, I'm sure. Child, I've had Twitter. My closed Twitter account, I've had that since 08. My open Twitter account, I don't think I opened that till 2010, but that closed one, child. Mm. I'm not doing this with you, Karen. Ooh, not nasty pictures on your Twitter. Ooh. Not that he looked like he can put it down in the bed. You know what? You know what? You know what? You a bishop's daughter, child. The bishop's daughter, child. I watched the first part of the R. Kelly thing. I only watched the first part, and I saw that the girl was her daddy is a pastor, and I was like, that makes sense for her to be a pastor. PK over here mess around with R. Kelly, the little faith girl. Mm-hmm. Where am I? I'm lost in the chat. After last Sunday, I was on the hunt for stiff as a board. Child, lovable Denver. This Sunday will be. You won't have to be on the hunt. You will find it. Oh yes. Oh yes. Hey Jay Parrish. What do you mean playing with your emotions? How am I playing with your emotions? What did I do? I am solo. I must have missed something in the chat. I must have missed something in the chat because y'all are. I must have missed something in the chat. Anybody? I'm sorry. We have a lot of YouTubers on. in the live. Are there any announcements any YouTubers would like to make? This is your opportunity to do that before we exit stage left. Any YouTubers want to make any announcements, want to say anything? Shouts out to all of the YouTubers that are here in the chats, all of my bushmen in the bushes, all of my angels up in the clouds. Oh, well, mm. Child, captivating. You know, these people like to put people cross the they like to put people stuff out, child. You gonna make a video today? Surprise around the corner? Okay. I'm here for it. Let me make sure I have your notifications on. Surprise around the corner. Hold on. Hold on. You know what time you making it? Because sometimes YouTube be on the bullshit with the sometimes YouTube. Let me put my notifications on for you. A surprise around the corner. So, child. So, I know I'm subscribed. I don't know if I have my notifications on because YouTube and these notifications, child. I'm getting to see Captivating Christian Nasty, child. I'm not even following Captivating Christians Twitter, so child, I'm not that privileged. I got my first ticket from the pastor's son. Child, them pastor's son be throwing dick all around the church. Every son of a pastor I've ever met throw dick all around the church. Just dick all over the place, everywhere. In the choir stand, in the pews, in the pulpit, in the balcony, back in the fellowship hall, in the bathroom, in the parking lot, in the deacon board room, just in the pastor's office, just every damn well. Just dick, and more dick being thrown all over the um doggone church. Child, just a mess. You gonna make a video when your man leaves to go to Brooklyn because he gets on my child. Don't debate always be getting on your nerves because mine do be getting on my last good nerve. Child, that bitch got squatters rights on my last good nerves sometimes. Karen, I decided I did it. Child, them pastor sons, y'all say what y'all want to say about the daughters, but those sons, they be the ones who be the real bad ones. And the sad part is the pastor's daughters are normally looked at with a much closer people look a lot more closely at the pastor's daughters than they do at the pastor's sons. And the pastor's sons are usually allowed to just free reign to do just whatever the hell they want to do. Just doing whatever the fuck they want to do all over the place. They're usually a damn mess, just a damn mess. Okay, overflow room and all. Child, boo. Child. Now we're here now. Child, you ain't lying. Send you somebody, child. Chocolate baby, I got a bunch of hats. Hats are my thing. I got a bunch of them. This is in for my Florida State Seminoles. I don't have my nose. I'm missing I'm way out this y'all listen, y'all have a whole different there. I got a show going on. Y'all got your own show going on in the and I'm here for it. Listen, it's always that way. I be having my own show going on, and y'all be having y'all own show in the chat. Shouts out to y'all in the chats. I really love y'all and love on y'all in the chat. And I love that y'all are visible, vocal, and active in the chats because we really do have a good time over here, y'all. We really do have a good time. So I'm about to get out of here, y'all. It's been real. Can I get a quick shout out in the chat before we go? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me also give another shout out to Team Capricorn. Shouts out to all of my fellow YouTubers that came through, showed some love. Shouts out to everybody. Thank you so much for all of your birthday wishes, for every cash app, for every super chat. Thank you all so very much. Y'all really made me feel loved and appreciated. All of that good stuff. It gave me a great feeling. Um, I was here for it, and I'm grateful. I'm very grateful to you all for everything, for every small token of love and appreciation. I am forever grateful for that, and I am here for you all to bring you what I bring on every week. You know, I'm gonna continue to bring to y'all what I always bring to y'all. Like I said, we're not gonna focus on. We will have little to no focus at all on the stuff going on in the streets because at this point, come on, moist dick Shondo, yes, lovable Denver, yes, yes, you did that, moist dick Shondo. Oh, child. Anyway, um. I lost my whole train of thought with that. But oh, what I was gonna say, well, it ain't even safe to be on the porch no more. Now we hang out in the living room. Better yet, we hang out in the den. We hang out in the den where we can sit down, watch TV, play around, joke around, and be debaucherous behind closed doors. And we ain't got to know what's going out there in the streets. While they out there fighting and windmilling, we're sitting in the den having a drink and getting it on and getting it down. Shondo in the chat for getting it down in the den in the house of debauchery. Debauchery being done in the den. It goes down in the den. Anyway, love y'all. Love on y'all. It's been great. It's been real. Thank y'all so much for being here with me on another silly Saturday. Y'all will see me around. Y'all will see me around. Y'all know I'm always in the chats, or I'm in the bushes, or I'm in the clouds. Somewhere. When you see me, look for me. And if you don't see me, then don't look for me. How about that? That's all I got for y'all. It's been real. It's been good. I'll catch y'all next time. Don't forget Sexy Saturday, Sexy Sundays tomorrow. We'll be good. I'm out.